Alex Miller with LowKick MMA on her Jasmine Jasudavicius, who returns to action June 10th at UFC 289. Jasmine, how are you?
I'm doing well and great pronunciation.
Woo! I've been working on that all fucking day, and I am proud. Let's go.
Let's go, man. Sick.
um, you're a month out. How are you feeling?
I feel good. We had practice today, and now I'm just chilling out, taking in some of the fresh outdoors.
How was practice?
It was good. We had striking this morning, so it was sweet. Mostly just drilling, and yeah, I feel good.
Awesome, awesome. It's been 3 months since your last fight. Now that you've had some time to reflect on it, how do you feel about your performance?
Um, I mean, I'm okay with it because I won, I so obviously I'm happy about that, getting the loss like off my shoulders, like that was kind of bigger than being in the win column. It was just like getting that loss off of me. So I'm very happy about that. As for my performance, yeah, I probably should have opened up a bit more. But coming off that fucking loss, I didn't want that feeling anymore. And we stand up. That bitch hit hard. I didn't want to, I didn't want to get into anything. I'm like, this is my road to victory, and I don't want to feel that loss anymore. So I'm staying here. So yeah, it's a little bit boring at the end there, but I'm not too concerned.
Was there any pressure coming into the fight with that loss being on your record? Like, did you feel any pressure, or was it just like you knew you were going to win, so like the pressure wasn't there?
No, there was pressure. I mean, like I didn't want to go 1-2 in the UFC. Like I'm still pretty brand new in there. I haven't had that many fights, and I want to have a winning record in the UFC, not going down 1-2. That would suck.
Yeah, right. No, for sure, for sure. Well, after your fight, you called for UFC Canada. It was kind of like up in the air. Then it got announced. Then you got your fight announced. How excited are you to be fighting in Canada?
I'm so excited to fight in Canada. Like it's far from my home, it's in Vancouver, we're from Ontario. But so it's far, but I'm so excited. Like, fighting in Canada is gonna be amazing. Like we've got so many people coming, and it's gonna be awesome.
As of right now, you're opening up the card. So I mean, you excited about that?
I'm super excited. It's everyone's like, "Oh, don't you want to be later in the card?" I'm like, "No, man. I want to get in there and I want to fight, and I want to watch my boy Mike Malott fight. I want to enjoy the night. I like watch the rest of the fights. I love fighting. I love watching fighting. So I'm happy. Yeah, I know the exposure, blah 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 blah, whatever. But I'm excited to get in there, get the night going.
Awesome, awesome. Well, you're fighting Miranda Maverick. Well, what do you think of the matchup?
I think it's great matchup. When she called me out, I was like, okay, fuck, let's go. She's obviously talented. She's very, very well rounded, and I think we match up well. I'm happy that she called me out. It's great. She's down to fight. I like that we have like a little bit of a banter going back and forth. Like she's chill enough to know that we're selling a fight, and she like, we're making little like stabs at each other. But I think it's awesome. I'm really looking forward to fighting her.
That's awesome. Plus, she's ranked, and I mean, were you surprised that you got a ranking in your? It's going to be your fourth UFC fight, or do you think that you deserved it?
No, I was surprised. Like, I was ready to have to fight a bunch of girls to get there, but this is my opportunity to kind of skyrocket myself, and so obviously I'm gonna jump on that.
Awesome, awesome. On paper, it's actually a very fun fight. Both you guys come forward. Both you guys actually look for the finish at all times. So I mean, we all know you love to stand there and try and knock knock your opponent out. I mean, she likes to do that too, but she likes to, take the ground, take the fight to the ground. So, like, is it as simple as a striker versus grappler fight, or do you think it's a little bit more complex than that?
I think it's a little bit more complex than that. Like I feel as though both of us are very well rounded. She in my last fight I did mostly grappling. And yeah, I love striking. Sorry, go ahead. another one. But yeah, so I don't necessarily say that I'm a striker, but at the same time I don't call myself a grappler, and I feel like that's how she is too. Like I think it's gonna be a fight where we're trying to kind of like trick each other.
I love it, man. I love it. I love it. Well, at the end of the day, June 10th, UFC 289. How do you get your hand raised?
You know, there's many ways that I feel like I've been trying to figure out exactly. I feel like it's still a little bit early in camp. I'm still fine tuning a couple things, but yeah, it's gonna be my hand getting raised, and haven't quite decided how yet.
Awesome, awesome. So you get this fight out of the way. That's going to be two for 2023. How active do you want to be this year?
I want to be super active. Like I'm old, I like I said when I first got in here, I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. So I want to like hit this baby hard and just like go for it. I want to fight often, and I want to keep like making those steps up to the belt.
You said it a little bit earlier, but you're fighting with your teammate Mike on this card. Are you one of those fighters that gets nervous while watching your teammates fight?
It depends on who it is. Like there's some that I get super nervous for, but then there's some that I'm just like, oh, this is gonna be sick. I can't wait. But with Mike Malott, it's excitement. I do have a little bit of nerves, of course, but no, I'm excited. He's so good, man. He's so friggin' talented.
Do you think this could be his coming out party where people are going to be like, this guy's this guy's going to be a future, maybe a future champion, whatever, like a future top contender?
I feel like the hype's already started with him. Like look at he's finishing guys in the UFC first round. Like that's these guys are the top of the world. Like they're UFC fighters. It's not like he's fighting some bum. He's doing this to like trained athletes, and you know what I mean? Like I feel like I don't know. Maybe I got like those star eyes or something like that. But I believe he's freaking up there with the best in the world.
I wanted to ask you about the main event of your card. It got switched around. Now Irene Aldana's fighting Amanda Nunes. Who do you got in that fight?
I don't know. Honestly, fighting's crazy. And honestly, I haven't put much thought into it. I've been so like laser focused. I don't even know like what's going on. I'm like forgetting people's birthdays and everything. So literally it's like I don't even know enough about that fight to talk about it.
Totally understandable. Totally understandable. I wanted to talk about your division. Obviously, Alexa Grasso is the champion. Who do you think, if you were being the matchmaker right now, who should she fight? Should she rematch Valentina? Should she go after a new blood like Aaron Blanchfield? Like, if you promoter Jasmine, what would you do?
I would say Blanchfield. I think Blanchfield earned it. I think that'd be a sick fight too.
Interesting, interesting. And I guess with Valentina losing to her, I don't know if you even watched the fight or not, but like, do you feel like this is the downfall of Valentina? Do you think she's just been overlooking the girls for like overlooking Talia Santos and Alexa Grasso? Like, what do you think it is?
No, I think the Grasso just kind of came under and snatched up her butt. Like MMA is nuts. Like that could change a fight. And I imagine someone like Shevchenko, after a loss, she's going back and she's calculated. She's figuring out, okay, what's going on here, and sometimes you just get caught. You spin, they get you back. Like it's that's part of martial arts, and you always are balancing risk versus reward when you're throwing a strike, and she a little bit too much risk, but yeah, I think Shevchenko's gonna come back hot. She'll look good.
Awesome. Jasmine, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. If you want to plug your social media, plug any sponsors you might have, and if you want to thank anybody, the floor is yours.
I always thank my team, all my training partners. They're the best. They're amazing, and my social media, Jasmine Jasudavicius. I have these vicious vlogs that come out on like fight week and all that kind of stuff. So those will be sick. So make sure you check those out. And yeah, tune in.
Make sure to subscribe to the LowKick MMA YouTube channel for all the latest news, event previews, and interviews with some of the biggest stars in MMA.